Good morning, everyone. We get a very golden chance to just introduce my favorite people in this class, in this training, and I just want to introduce Asnabi before you and say you all are very. It's a golden opportunity to know her. Okay, then I don't want to waste my time because our time is not allowed it. So I want to end.
Thank you for such big, appeasing words for me. So, as we already know, as that I am a student of July batch. My name is Vaishnavi Kripal, and I am not that much ambitious, but I'm trying to be so. So, I would like to answer all these questions.
Okay. Uh, Vaishnavi, I want to know something about. I want to ask you something, but first I want to know about your journey, life journey till now.
So, as for right now, I'm doing my graduation, and if we look back, my life has been really hustly because I needed to change my school as well, as my dad is from Air Force. So whenever we shifted homes, I needed to change my school and needed to make new friends, be friendly with new teachers and new environment. So it was a little hard as I was not this good that back then, and I needed some time. So I even felt left out and feeling like pleasing others for their attention. But later on, one thing that I realized that it's me who is going to be with me, nobody else, just me. So that helped me a lot, and after some time I changed my exam board to BACB because of some family problems. But that wasn't a big change because till 8th I studied that much that it helped me a lot in standard 10th. I almost taught myself by my own, even in 12th, but obviously it didn't work in 12th as I had no idea about arts and subjects. But in 10th it helped me a lot, like by just using trickies and my own mind. I got 90 in Sanskrit, and if you ask me a question from that book, I don't know nothing. I literally tricked myself in those questions and knew everything what was going to come in the exam and what should I remember, and it helped me a lot. But what I feel is that school is really important. Like in Bihar board, we all study at home if we're from art stream, but in science stream and commerce stream, we have many helpful things like YouTube videos and many coaching centers. But in art stream, you literally have to just study by yourself. And people say it's so easy. Why can't you do it? I'm like, what is easy in it? Every page has a different story. How can I remember it all? And they're like, no, it's really easy. Everybody do it. You have to do it by yourself. And the biggest problem is there's not much help on YouTube. So we have to do it all by ourselves. But yeah, it's been nice. It's not that hard as I have already been through it. So that's all.
Gonna, whenever Vaishnavi, the thing is that when you can see and you can touch, na, you can study on them very in easy way. But when you don't see anything, na, then it's become very difficult that to doing research on that. And the social study is like that as a COVID and all the problem that we can which we get fractured. It is just like science that you can easily okay with it, but you can't. COVID is just like an arts. You can't see, but yeah, you have to fight with them, you have to do work with them. Yeah, okay. It's about your educational, but what about others, things like that, your hobby, and if you want to and if you likes, and also I want to know what's your likes and unlikes.
So my hobbies are limitless. Like I like to do everything. There's nothing I don't like to do. But there are some that are loved by me, like editing. I'm really good at editing. I've been practicing for a long time. And reading, mainly novels, but sometimes non-fiction too. And I like to also listen to songs, as music is my therapy. I can do everything listening to music. Like I can literally study too. I won't feel distracted. It's like a background music to my whole life. If there is no music, it's not me. My mom is like, you must be listening to music. I'm like, no, I'm studying. Like, how can you study if you're listening to music? Like, I can. It's me. That's how I am. And there are many hobbies, but there are some that I have been practicing for a long time, so I feel much better doing them, much confident. And I also like taking pictures a lot. So I'm like always taking pictures. I don't even post them. I just keep clicking pictures whenever I feel like. And there's one more mad hobby that I would say: I get ready anytime. Like it's 8 in the night and my mom is calling me to cook rotis and I'm like, वेट अ मिनट, मैं अभी अपना मेकअप साफ़ करके आ रही हूँ और मैं तब अपना मेकअप साफ़ करके तब मैं जाती हूँ रोटी बनाने. तो मैं बोलती है कि सारा प्रोडक्ट बाहर जाने के लिए नहीं है, घर में यूज़ करके बार बार उसको पोंछने के लिए है. एंड इट्स लाइक आई एम जस्ट लाइक दैट. लाइक पीपल अराउंड मी नो दैट आई एम मैड, बट पीपल हु डोंट नो आर लाइक, आर यू ओके, डू यू नीड हेल्प? I don't. I'm just like that. I can't change myself. So that's all. And if you ask about my hobbies, there will be more 13 seasons with more 58 episodes. So there is no end to my hobbies. It's always like I'm growing myself fonder of different things. I'm trying to learn Spanish. Well, it's really hard, but they say that Spanish is the easiest language to understand as it's more like English. The script is the same, but I'm still trying to learn it. It's really hard. I'm telling you, people say anything about anything. They don't even think. And I'm also trying to learn guitar. And what I feel is that you always need something that is making you feel valuable. Like if you only do your daily works, you're nothing more than an animal. Like do something that makes you more humane. Like try to do something, anything creative, anything. Like I won't say just do study or read books. You can do literally anything, like whatever makes you feel good.
Okay, what is your ambition? What do you want to be in your life? How do you see you after 10 years?
Actually, I won't say that I have an ambition, but I do that what I want after 10 years from me. So I would like to have a house somewhere in hilly areas, because I'm done with this heat around Bihar and everywhere. Like wherever I went, like when I was, I guess, 6 or 7 years old, like I don't remember, we used to live in Jammu. My dad was, we were shifted there. We lived for like 2 years, and that place is just next to heaven. Like I open my backyard door and I can see mountains. What else can I ask for? Like lovely. But after that I've always lived in Bihar, like different places like Beta and then in Hajipur. Like, but there's nothing that amazes me more than mountains. Like not even beaches. People love sunny beaches, but I'm in love with mountains. So I want a house near some good place that is in a hilly area but not so expensive, obviously. And maybe I would like to open an NGO later for orphans, as I feel that orphans are the most helpless creatures on this earth. Like when we're born, we look out for our mother, but when you don't have her, you don't even know who you are. What are you? You are just there in this world. You know nothing about yourself, people around you. And I literally have seen small babies growing up as an orphan. When I was in Beta, that is in rural area, but there is an Air Force station. So there were some kids who used to stand by the gates of our schools, and they just kept looking at us, and it was like that gaze was inside me. Like I felt that what are they going to do in their life? Like I can say that I don't have an ambition, I can take my time because I have enough resources. But what about them? They have nothing. They can't get proper qualification, they can't get food. Like it's hard for them to even earn bread. As their kids, what can they do? They can be beggars, nothing much more. Or if they try, they can work on tea stalls, but nothing more than that. As they don't have qualification, what can they do in this world? Like, we can be pity to them, we can feel sorry for them, but obviously we can't give them money to live their life, because that won't be help for them. If you give 10 rupees to a beggar, he might be able to buy a cup of tea and a biscuit, and that will fill his stomach for once. That won't be helpful for a long time. So we need to do something that helps them for a long term. And that's what I feel about myself. And if you ask about ambition, I really don't know what I want to be, as I have so many hobbies. Sometimes I feel कि अभी मेरे पास फ्री टाइम है तो मैं क्या करूँ, मेरे पास ये भी है करने को, मुझको वो भी करने का मन है, लेकिन वो भी तो करना है, वो भी तो कंप्लीट करना होगा. सो माई टाइम इज़ मेस्ड अप. सो
Whenever we want to do anything, the first thing that we need an infrastructure, and for the infrastructure we needs a lot of money for keeping in good way. Then if you want to open an NGO, then what will be your source, from where you will you get, and how will you do this? Any do you have any thing in mind that's related to it?